Hi everyone! In this video I'm going to show how to use a line following sensor array for the line follower robot. Also will show how to take value from the line following sensor array. If you are new to this channel, then please subscribe and turn on the bell button to get the notification of new videos. Here I've made this 12-channel line following sensor. It requires 12 analog pins, that's why I'm using Arduino Mega Pro Mini. Arduino Mega has 16 analog pins, hence it's suitable for this sensor. Now I'm connecting the sensor with Arduino analog pins. I'm using analog pins 0 to 11 serially connecting with the sensor from left to right. After doing all the connection, now coming in the coding part. First go to Arduino IDE software, writing serial.begin 9600 in the void setup function to initialize the serial monitor. Then creating a function where I will write the code for sensor reading. First I'm taking analog value from Arduino analog pin A1 by simply writing analog read 1. This line will read analog value from Arduino analog pin A1, then displaying the value in the serial monitor by writing serial.print function. If no reflection take place to the sensor, then the sensor will give analog values of greater than 900, which considers as black surface. If any reflection to the sensor take place, then the sensor will give analog values of less than 100. Which considers as white surface. So, I place finger on the sensor, then the value is around 50 because of the reflection. So, if I write 0 in the analog read function, then it will show the analog value from Arduino A0 pin, where the sensor number 0 is connected. So it will show the value of sensor number 0. Now I'm taking analog values from both sensor number 0 by simply writing analog read 0 and sensor number 1 by simply writing analog read 1. So, this is how we can read sensor values. But this is a basic way of sensor reading. Let's see how we can take sensor reading in an efficient way. Here I'm using a for loop which will execute from 0 to 11 and will read the analog value from sensor number 0 to 11 at a time. Also, it will show the values in the serial monitor. Here we have to declare an array for storing the sensor values. The size will be 12 as I'm using 12-channel sensor. The array size depends on the number of channel in the sensor. Keeping finger on the sensor mean the IR rays reflecting by any object, which consider as white surface, and the analog value will be less than 100. Now let's see how to convert sensor analog values into digital. First, creating a new function. Then taking analog value. If the analog value of any sensor is greater than threshold, then the digital value of the sensor will be 1. Otherwise it will be 0. Here I'm taking a middle value of maximum and minimum as a threshold, which is 500. It will give 1 in black surface and 0 in white surface. This is how we can detect black and white surface. Let's see how to make value from specific sensor. Just simply write the number of sensor in the sensor array from which you want to take value. Here I'm taking value from sensor number 4, hence I've written 4 in the analog read function. Now let's see how to use the sensor value in line following code. After taking analog reading, all the values will be stored in the sensor array. We have to just write the sensor number from which we want to take value in the sensor array. Here I have shown a sample. This line will execute if the both sensor number 4 and 5 will be in black surface. Thank you for watching the full video.